Good afternoon, Jets Nation. Welcome to the Drew Jets Show. And tomorrow night, the New York Jets play the Atlanta Falcons for our Week 2 preseason matchup. So we're going to go ahead and talk about what to expect from our starters, the offense, the defense, and whether or not we're going to win. So without any hesitation, let's get it started. The past 2 days, the New York Jets have been competing with the Atlanta Falcons in practice, and it's safe to say we won those joint practices. We saw really good play from both our offense and defense, and if our starters actually play this week, I do think we should expect to see some really good play from him. Robert Saleh did come out and say that he's torn on, whether or not he's going to play the starters. After Zach Wilson's injury and everything, I don't blame him. But if we do see some play from like Joe Flacco, I definitely expect them to be pretty solid. But now, how's our backup offense going to do, led by Mike White and Chris Streveler? Well, last week, Detroit almost had 400 total yards of offense. They did a pretty solid job passing and running the ball, so the New York Jets shouldn't have much trouble moving the ball in general. They did a pretty solid job of it last week against the Eagles, and they've been doing a pretty solid job of it in joint practices, so I don't really expect to see much struggle from our offense. The Falcons don't really have much of a pass rush. They only had 1 sack against Detroit last week. The Jets didn't allow a single sack against the Eagles line last week, so I do think we should see our quarterbacks pretty calm, cool, and collective in the pocket, and hopefully delivering some dimes to Denzel Mims, because I'm really just wanting to see him do something this week, lead us in receiving yards or have 100 yards receiving. Just want to see Denzel Mims have a good week. Really rooting for this guy, but it's kind of hard to whenever he's not really giving you a reason to root for him. But hopefully Denzel Mims can just do something this week. Also really intrigued to see what our rookies are going to do. Was really impressed with their performances last week against the Eagles. I mean, Breece Hall's just been balling in the joint practices. Don't think we're going to see much of him though. But guys like Calvin Jackson, Jeremy Ruckert, Zonovan Knight, really excited to see what they're going to do. Now let's go ahead and talk about defense. So stopping the run is definitely going to be the key for containing Atlanta's offense this week. Last week they had 168 rushing yards, led by rookie quarterback Desmond Ridder. When it comes to stopping the running backs, I really don't think that's going to be much of a problem for the Jets. We did a solid job of that last week against the Eagles. But Desmond Ridder, a mobile quarterback, something the New York Jets aren't really good at. We do have a really improved defensive line. The edge rushers hopefully can contain him, but if he breaks free from our edges, I don't really know what safety is going to stop him. I mean, who knows if Jordan Whitehead's going to get some minutes? Who knows if Quan Alexander's going to get some minutes? So if the edge rushers cannot contain Ridder, I do think he could be a problem for us. But he's not going to be a problem when it comes to passing the ball, because last week Atlanta really didn't have an amazing passing attack, and the New York Jets, did a pretty overall solid job at stopping Philadelphia's. So I don't think that should be much of a problem for us. And the Falcons also did not allow a sack last week. Their offensive line was perfect, just like ours. But this is the Jets defensive line we're talking about, so I definitely expect us to get some pressure on Ridder. But are we going to win this game? I definitely think we do, especially if our starters play, because that's going to, look really good on us. But I mean, yeah, I think the Jets can win. On paper, we're a better team. Joint practices, we were a better team. And why not win? I mean, I feel like this is a game the New York Jets definitely should win. So I'm feeling a 27-14 win for the New York Jets in this game. What are you guys' thoughts on the preview? Comment it down below. And I'm your host, Drew Jets, signing off for now. See you guys later. Peace.